The Nordschleife, merciless since 1927, about 20 kilometers long, 73 turns, a roller coaster ride. It is one of the most well-known and probably the most challenging racetrack in the world for drivers and cars alike. Former Formula One world champion Jackie Stewart once called it the Green Hell. Here, Romain Dumas won the legendary 24-hour race 3 times in a row. He has driven thousands of kilometers on this track, but would never underestimate it.
Nordschleife, you have to respect the track. You have to feel comfortable to go fast, because it's very hard track. You cannot do any mistake. But at the end, I know very well the place for sure from so many years. So we have to work on the car, improving the setup tomorrow, feel comfortable, and at the end it will work.
Dumas is a Nordschleife expert. He knows the track like the back of his hand, but things change quickly here. So he checks the road one more time before he commences his record attempt. June 3rd, 2019. After 6 months of development, tests and simulations, the day off has finally come. Thankfully, the weather is playing along. Many have tried to conquer the Nordschleife. Many failed. But the Volkswagen team is determined to make this a day of success. 20.8 kilometers separate Romain Dumas from his goal. The current electric record was set by Peter Dumbreck in a sports car made by Chinese carmaker NIO 2 years prior, 6 minutes and 45 seconds. If everything goes according to plan, the ID.R should be faster. In the morning, Dumas and the Volkswagen Motorsport crew run some final tests to collect more data and fine-tune the car's setup. Romain Dumas pushes the racer close to its limit, already beating Dumbreck's time. But he also feels that there is room for improvement. It's 2 p.m. One more try. And Dumas succeeds. 6 minutes and 5.336 seconds. The fastest electric car ever on the most famous racetrack in the world.
I enjoy a lot today. It was a lot of fun. A lot of downforce on the car. Very happy to drive alone on this nice track, and pushing yourself to a limit is always cool. And thanks to the team again, Volkswagen Motorsport. Like last year, I think a perfect car today.
40 seconds faster than the old record. An eternity on a track that doesn't forgive error. Dumas makes it look easy as he pilots the ID.R across the forbidding track, flying through turns, up hills, and through valleys, seemingly weightless and without a sound.
We do, of course, with record runs, you push some things already to the limit, and this, of course, is a big steep learning curve for series cars in the future. And I'm quite sure that in 4 or 5 years we are driving these cars also on racetracks and in normal life.
The ID.R reaching a top speed of 273 kilometers per hour, 205 kilometers per hour on average during its record run, only using about a quarter of the energy required by a GT3 sports car. The ID.R's blue paint finish represents the fastest electric car on the Nordschleife and also pays tribute to the brand's other electric cars. Goodwood, a mecca for car enthusiasts. Here, they get to see motorbikes and cars from all ages. a dozen Porsche 917s, right next to a row of Formula One cars driven by Michael Schumacher. You won't see that anywhere else but here at the Festival of Speed in the south of England. Charles Gordon Lennox, now the Duke of Richmond, started the event in 1993. It attracts more than 200,000 visitors a year. They come to see the history and the future of mobility.
Our theme for the event this year is Speed Kings, record breakers in motorsport. So this whole weekend's all about breaking records. So very appropriate that Volkswagen should be here and break it with the Pikes Peak car. And we're very excited after last year's attempt. We're very pleased for Volkswagen that they've managed to do it, and great for Romain. It was a fabulous drive. I'm sure he'll break it again today probably, push it a bit further away from everybody else.
Nick Heidfeld has been holding the Goodwood record for 20 years. He established it in 1999 in a Formula One racing car powered by a 3-liter V10 aspirated engine and putting out about 574 kilowatts or 780 horsepower. His record stands at 41.6 seconds. Honestly, 20 years ago, I wasn't thinking about e-mobility. That only came recently. I didn't think the record would stand for this long. It's exciting to see a car with a performance like this 20 years after I set the current record with a Formula One car, and seeing that this is now possible with an electric car. It's the first time I get to see the car up close. It looks great. A little while ago, I met some Mahindra team members who saw the car driving down a straight section of the track yesterday. They said they didn't hear much, but the trees and leaves along the track suddenly went whoosh. Faster than 40 seconds in Goodwood, one of the magic thresholds in motorsports. No one has been this fast, ever. In 2018, the ID.R was here for the first time and missed the 40-second mark by a hair. Now, it's 2019 and time for a new attempt. By now, all of the fans are familiar with Volkswagen's first fully electric racing car and its driver. As a result, the pressure and the expectations are much higher. The 1.86-kilometer track is a mixture of a mountain race and a rally in the woods. Will the ID.R be able to beat the Formula One?
His best of the weekend. What can he do, Jack? Through the first corner. This all-electric Volkswagen ID.R kicks up the third on the inside of the second turn. Now to the park straight and up towards Morecambe. Every time I say it, you look out the window and he's arriving so fast, and by the time he's looked out to see where he is, he's 3 seconds up. The question is, can he go quicker than yesterday? Can this car get into the 40s? That was his aim after yesterday. I think the answer is going to be yes. He's taken even more time out of Jeremy Smith's top 40. Yes, 39.90, the fastest ever time up the Goodwood Hill. What a run and what technology.
A lot of people were quite surprised, you know, because you can expect an electric car to be fast, but possible not to go below 40 seconds here. And yeah, it proves that this now electric car not only fast, but really, really fast. I think we knew from last year from Pikes Peak. But again, for this weekend, I think it's again a next step. So that was very important to prove that.
Romain Dumas becomes the first driver to complete the Goodwood track in under 40 seconds. 39.9 seconds. A milestone, faster than the Formula One.
I think already this gives us a lot of, let's say, energy to have a look to what we can do on other racetracks. And I think with the technology that is there and improving very fast, very soon we will also attack other records.
Tenmen, Heaven's Gate. The famous rock formation in China has been the backdrop of many daring stunts in the past. There is a lot of curiosity. In a simulator, fans try their hand at navigating the track with its 99 turns and challenge Romain's time. Motorsports and e-mobility are hot trends in China. The record racer presents itself with a new design, a striking red finish. After its previous light gray and blue paint scheme, the powerful red tone now stands for the 5th record attempt of the prototype, and Chinese television reports live from the event.
纯电赛车 ID.R 就是要在这样一条极险道路上。
The track is about 11 kilometers long and has 99 turns before reaching Heaven's Gate. It's impressive and spectacular, but has little in common with a regular racetrack. The road is narrow, the corners extremely tight. Even a small mistake could send the car flying off a cliff down into the abyss. Screaming along at 230 kilometers per hour, followed by hard deceleration to creep around another tight corner. That's the challenge the ID.R faces at Tenmen.
We adjust the car all the time, setup, and so on. The last run I was for sure a lot quicker because I took more risk where it's bumpy and so on, because it was the last chance. So I took more risk, but no, it was a lot of fun. I start to be fast now at the end. It was okay.
I think it was important we did this today. It was a sensational event. We achieved a fantastic time, and I think the journalists were very excited as well. We want to show that you can enjoy electromobility without giving anything up. And we want to show that, although Volkswagen is known for being a little late to the game sometimes, once we decide to join in, we do it in full force. And today, Romain Dumas and the ID.R proved this point very impressively. Especially for this record run, the starting and finish line of the track were determined officially. Therefore, the ID.R now holds the track record of 7 minutes and 38.585 seconds. Pikes Peak, Nordschleife, Goodwood, Tenmen. 2 years after its creation, the ID.R remains unbeaten.
Record after record, you know, they are following more and more the story. Even in China, so many people after the race came to me, say, wow, it was so nice, the road was so nice, the record looks amazing. You can see that people get more and more attached on the project, and this is very important.
At the IAA in Frankfurt, Romain Dumas' record-breaking year is coming to an end. As the first member of the fully electric ID family, the ID.3 celebrates its world premiere right next to the ID.R, a car that will continue to break records.
There is a big change in the mentality of people. Everything needs time, but I'm quite sure that if we keep telling this story, if we keep proving that this car has emotions, that it's fascinating to drive, that the technology is amazing, that this is the future, then I'm quite sure that also people will start to believe it. And I mean, if you look to it, it's very easy to see.
The fastest electric car in the Nordschleife, a track record and a faster performance than the Formula 1 in Goodwood, and, of course, the record at Tenmen Mountain. That's the impressive summary of Romain Dumas' work with the ID.R in 2019. Plus, the track record at Pikes Peak. Very different tracks with very different challenges, all of which the fully electric racing car overcame without a sound. It is often said that motorsports is a testing ground for production cars, and the ID.R proves this point. It's a high-tech lab on wheels, teaching engineers what electric cars can do for the future of mobility. And one thing is certain, soon Romain Dumas will climb into the cockpit again and continue to chase records.